So, hello future leaders. So, class 17 na tayo ng Bio 1. And yes, ang topic natin is cellular respiration. So, learning objective natin is to differentiate aerobic from anaerobic respiration, explain the major features and sequence the chemical events of cellular respiration, and explain fermentation and aerobic respiration. So first, let's define cellular respiration. So cellular respiration is the process by which cells break down organic molecules like glucose to produce energy in the form of ATP that powers various cellular activities. So 'di ba nga si ATP ay yung energy currency. So, kailangan ng ATP para mag-function yung mga cells natin. Okay? So, every activity, from breathing to thinking, it requires energy, di ba? Cellular respiration is the key process that generates this energy by converting the energy stored in food into usable form for cells. So, fun fact lang tayo na, did you know that the average human cell produces enough energy through cellular respiration to power a light bulb? So, now imagine this. The energy made by just one of our body's cells is not a lot. Okay? But when we have many cells working together, all that energy adds up, no? If we could collect all the energy from millions of cells at the same time, it would be enough to light up a small dim light bulb. Okay? So, may superpowers ka, no? Hindi mo lang kayang i-collect yung mga energy from all the cells sa body mo. Ganun yun. Okay? So the primary purpose of cellular respiration is to produce ATP, which is yun nga, the energy currency of cells. So energy is essential, 'di ba, for various cellular activities including muscle contraction, cell division, and synthesis of molecules, and many more. Okay? Some of the examples lang yan. So, ayan. Familiar na kayo dun sa nasa taas, yung sa chemical equation. Ngayon, yung nasa baba naman, no? So, yung nasa taas, photosynthesis siya. Yung nasa baba, cellular respiration siya. Okay? So, si photosynthesis, di ba, makikita nyo, again, carbon dioxide plus water yields to glucose plus oxygen. Tapos, yung nasa baba naman, kabaligtaran, no? So, glucose plus oxygen yields to carbon dioxide plus water plus ATP or energy. So, sana ganun na yung idea na meron kayo. Okay? Kapag naririnig nyo yung ATP, energy yung pumapasok sa isipan nyo, no? So, ayun, baliktad, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, from photosynthesis, yung input tsaka yung product, okay, nabaliktad sa cellular respiration. Okay, so sa cellular respiration, yung ini-input natin is glucose tsaka yung oxygen, and yung mga byproducts natin ay carbon dioxide, water, and ATP or energy. Again, so kung pwede yan kung yung ATP energy yung nakasulat, pwede yon. Okay? So, meron tayong two main types ng cellular respiration. Aerobic respiration tsaka anaerobic respiration. So, kapag sinabing aerobic respiration, more efficient process siya and it occurs in the presence of oxygen. While anaerobic respiration occurs when oxygen is lacking, no? Kapag kulang, kapag walang oxygen. So, recall lang natin ulit na si cellular respiration, siya yung key part ng larger metabolic processes within organisms where energy is obtained and utilized. Diba nga, kapag yung mga metabolic processes natin, kinakailangan nila ng ATP. So saan ma-generate yung ATP? Through cellular respiration. Okay? Ayan. So, note lang natin ulit na si cellular respiration is primarily nangyayari sa mitochondria ng eukaryotic cell. Okay, so ito yung pinaka-summary ng cellular respiration. Ayan siya. So kapag kumakain tayo ng food, no, we eat food, then we break it down. Okay? Somehow, yung mga molecules from the food na kinain natin is magme-mix with oxygen. Okay? They will mix up with oxygen. Then it will produce energy that we need in order to function, like movement, thinking, something like that. So after that, we release air. Ayan, we release air in the form of carbon dioxide. So yung carbon dioxide na yon, yun yung i-harvest ng plants to do photosynthesis, no? Tapos yung i-release ng plant is oxygen, which is i-inhale naman natin. So nakikita niyo yung cycle, 'di ba? So, meron tayong tatlong stages ng cellular respiration. Una is glycolysis, pangalawa followed by Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle, then oxidative phosphorylation. Unahin natin yung glycolysis. So, yung glycolysis, siya yung initial stage, no, of sa cellular respiration. So, nangyayari, occurring in the cytoplasm of the cell. Dun yung location niya. So, take note na si glycolysis ay anaerobic process, anaerobic respiration process. So, glycolysis can occur in the absence of oxygen, making it the primary energy-producing pathway in anaerobic conditions. So, since initial stage siya, it serves as the starting point for both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So, feeding the products like pyruvate into subsequent stages like the Krebs cycle or fermentation pathways. Ayan siya. So, si glycolysis process na kung saan yung glucose, yung 6-carbon sugar molecule, is nabobroken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate. Okay? So, yung pyruvate, 3-carbon compound siya. Okay? So, hindi lang pyruvate yung na-produce during glycolysis. Meron ding small amount ng ATP tsaka NADH, no? So nagagamit naman yun to fuel further stages ng cellular respiration. Okay? In the presence of oxygen. So, ayan. So, etong pyruvate na napoproduce during glycolysis, gagamitin naman siya sa Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle. So, si Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle or the tricarboxylic acid cycle. So, siya yung central metabolic pathway occurring within the mitochondria of eukaryotic cells naman siya. No? So, mitochondria to, si glycolysis sa cytoplasm. So, Krebs cycle plays a key role in the aerobic respiration process. So, by further breaking down the pyruvate na napoproduce dun sa glycolysis to extract more energy in the form of ATP and high-energy electron carriers. No? So, take note lang na this step, etong Krebs cycle, ito yung nag-generate ng most NADH, no, tsaka FADH2. Okay? So, again, yung napoproduce during Krebs cycle, ATP, NADH, tsaka FADH2, tsaka carbon dioxide. Ayan. No, during the cycle kasi, nagre-release ng carbon dioxide molecules as byproduct yung mga cells natin. And again, ulitin ko, take note na yung during Krebs cycle, dito na-generate yung pinakamadaming NADH, saka FADH2. Okay? Next, oxidative phosphorylation. So, si oxidative phosphorylation, ito yung process na nag-involve sa transfer ng electrons through a series of protein complexes in the electron transport chain. and culminates in the production of ATP. So basically, si oxidative phosphorylation, highly efficient siya in producing ATP, no? So utilizing the energy from electron carriers to create a substantial amount of ATP molecules, which serves as the main energy currency, no, for cellular activities. So it's a crucial step in the overall process of aerobic cellular respiration. So oxidative phosphorylation results in the production of a significant amount, no, of ATP, which is yung main source nga, 'di ba, ng energy for various cellular processes. So additionally, bukod dun sa ATP, nagpo-produce din siya ng water. Okay, as a harmless byproduct of this energy producing process. So itong water na to, nag-i-stay lang siya sa loob ng body natin. Okay? Nag-i-stay lang siya internally. So ginagamit siya to regulate and for metabolic processes. Okay, now, let's differentiate aerobic respiration to anaerobic respiration. Unahin natin sa aerobic respiration. So, aerobic respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen. So, it mainly occurs in the mitochondria. Kung naaalala nyo, aerobic respiration, si Krebs cycle, tsaka si oxidative phosphorylation. And si oxidative phosphorylation, nangyayari siya sa inner mitochondrial membrane, while Krebs cycle is sa mitochondria. So, ayan. So, aerobic respiration mainly occurs in mitochondria. Diba? So, in terms of efficiency naman, high efficiency siya in producing ATP. Like around 13.6 to 38 ATP per glucose molecule yung kaya niyang i-produce, no? Yung end product niya ay carbon dioxide, water, ATP, tsaka NADH, no? Tas examples ng aerobic respiration is commonly observed sa most plants and animals. Next, anaerobic respiration naman. So dito, meron fermentation tsaka glycolysis, di ba? So, anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen. Location niya, it can occur in the cytoplasm. Okay? So, in terms of efficiency naman, low efficiency in ATP production to compared sa aerobic respiration. Typically, meron lang siyang 2 ATP per glucose molecules in humans, 'di ba? So sobrang liit compared sa 36 to 38 ng aerobic. So yung end product naman natin dito, it can be lactic acid sa animals or ethanol and carbon dioxide in some microorganisms. Okay? So examples such as certain bacteria, yeast, and muscle cells during intense exercise, no? So kapag nag-exercise kasi kayo, 'di ba, hinihingal kayo. So ibig sabihin yung body nyo hindi enough yung oxygen na meron siya. Kaya yung bilisan yung paghinga nyo. So ang gagawin, kailangan ng cells ng backup plan. And itong backup plan na to, tinatawag nating fermentation. Okay? So kapag walang oxygen na available, no, kailangan ng backup plan. Therefore, ang iba-breakdown to produce energy ay sugar. So, fermentation is a way for cells to make energy without using oxygen. So, it's like a different kind of cooking process inside cells. So, parang, magbe-bake ka ng cake, no? Pero wala kang butter, ganon. So, hahanap ka ng iba pang recipe na hindi kinakailangan ng butter. Okay? So, yung backup plan na yun yung tinatawag na fermentation. So, fermentation is like a backup plan for cells to get energy when there is not enough oxygen around. So, it helps them keep going, no? Even when oxygen is scarce. Okay? So, ayan, lactic acid fermentation tsaka alcoholic fermentation. So, yung lactic acid fermentation, nakapaloob dyan, ayan, yung soy sauce, no? Suka, okay, suka, toyo, fermented sila. Tsaka yung yogurt. So, kung aware kayo sa lactobacillus, no? Naririnig nyo yan sa Yakult, no? So, lactic acid fermentation yon. So, alcohol fermentation naman, dyan yung sa wine, no? Tsaka sa beer, no? So, ethanol plus carbon dioxide. Wine, sliced bread, okay? Kahit sa soft drinks, yung spirit, okay? So, yung bula-bula doon, carbon dioxide yon. So, to summarize, in this video, we've talked about the cellular respiration, types of cellular respiration, examples of aerobic respiration, examples of anaerobic, tsaka yung steps in cellular respiration. So, yun lang yung nilalaman ng ating lesson 17. I hope natuto ka, future leader. And yes, goodbye, future leader. Salamat sa pakikinig.